What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Twin Russell Pod. We're gonna make this quick because we got some breaking news that just dropped within the last 55 minutes or so. It's been spreading all over Twitter. We have a couple releases. Let's fix this camera. We have a couple releases to talk about at the moment. There was a headline from from Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful. Apparently, WWE has been working on the release of several wrestlers at the current moment, and the three to come out are Baron Corbin, Andy Hartwell, and Tegan Knox. We didn't know nothing about this until Baron Corbin tweeted out, "That's all she wrote, folks. It's been real, and I appreciate everyone who supported me." Starting with Baron Corbin, just got drafted to SmackDown, right? They had the team with him and Apollo Crews, which I think they could have used on the tag team division. But WWE has done nothing with Baron Corbin in the last few years. I'll say his biggest match he had in recent years is probably his match at WrestleMania. What's that, 38 against Drew McIntyre on night 2. That's the last time he was in a prominent role at anything. I think that's when he had Madcap Moss, who was also released like a year or some change ago, right? I like Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin was really cool. He had his run where he was stagnant for a few years, where he had the term "doorway heat," where people were just tired of seeing this guy. But I thought Baron Corbin did some good work down in NXT with Braun Breaker. They become like the Wolf Dogs. I think that's what their name was. Former tag team champions in NXT as well. I can't say I'm surprised by the move, because they did nothing with him. So, good luck to Baron Corbin on everything he does in the future. Someone's going to get a good hand, whether it's on the Indies, whether it's AEW or something like that. TNA, Ring of Honor. I think he'll probably benefit from going to TNA, honestly, and have a run over there. You never know, man. But shout out to Baron Corbin and whatever he does in the future. Who else we got? We got Tegan Knox. I've been a huge proponent for Tegan Knox for a long time on the main roster. I feel like she haven't really got that fair shot because, I won't say injury, but it was a point in time she was released, right? When her and Shotzi were a tag team, and they ended up beating Natalya, and I can't remember who else was on the Natalya team. Might have been Shayna Baszler or something. I don't remember. But beating them to become number one contenders for the women's tag team championships, but never ever actually getting a match for the tag team championships. I thought her and Shotzi was a very good match together. They worked well together, and it was something fresh for that tag teams division. I've been calling for that for the last few years to put them two back together, but WWE drafted her to Raw, I believe, and drafted Shotzi to SmackDown, so those two never got the chance to be back together. And Triple H never really used Tegan Knox at all, and I think that was a fail on Triple H. Expense. I ain't saying that Tegan Knox don't move the needle in the women's division, but you can't expect none of these people to get better if you don't even bother using them and you just keep using the same people. You know what I'm saying? The casual fan didn't care for her enough to even pay attention whether she was on Raw or on SmackDown brand. So WWE could have easily did something where they moved her and Shotzi back together on the same brand, formed a tag team, and then you have more women in the tag team division. And that was simply tie up the loose end of them never being able to challenge for the championship because Tegan Knox got released after the fact. But now she has been released and she'll be a free agent effectively in 90 days. So wish her all well and what she does in the future as well. Kind of a surprising move, Andy Hartwell, being that Candice LeRae just got back on TV. The whole thing with her, Candice LeRae, you still got Johnny Gargano there and Austin Theory. All the members of the Way are on the SmackDown. So this is a surprising move because they're all on SmackDown, right? Three of them are heels, and one of them's a babyface, and Johnny Gargano. They was teasing something to put all them got back together around the time that Ciampa was coming back to be on a team and form DIY again with Johnny Gargano, but it never came to fruition. I think Indy Hartwell's biggest moment on the main roster had to be when she competed in her home country of Australia earlier this year at Elimination Chamber. But this one was kind of surprising because Candice LeRae had just been on TV with Indy Hartwell. Granted, she hasn't been in any matches that I've seen recently, but I haven't really been watching the latest editions of SmackDown or Raw because I've just been tired from work, so I haven't really been watching too much. But it's kind of surprising, honestly, just because everybody else is still there. Now, she's not going to be there anymore. And former NXT Women's Champion. She was real good at NXT, but she just never had the chance to do anything on the main roster. And we can't really coin this on a casual fan of her not getting over when the booker don't really put these women or wrestlers in the best position to get over. Not saying all, but in some instances, Triple H didn't put Indy Hartwell and them in the best light to get over. Like, they had no storylines. They would just be thrown out there with no one giving a shit, right? And then they turn heel, and then pretty much the same thing. It'd be out there to lose for the most part. So this was kind of surprising to me because, like I said, everybody else is still there, and Candice LeRae just got a win over Bayley, right? And Indy Hartwell was there, and I think it's somebody put on Twitter that the advertised card for the pre-taped SmackDown, which comes on in a few minutes, or like 30 minutes from now, there's supposed to be a match airing with her and Candice taking on Naomi and Bayley. So, not sure they're going to air that now with the news of her being released or not. We'll see, I guess, in a few minutes from now. Once this video goes up, we'll see. But, man, shocking move there. But we can expect more after Crown Jewel, which is always unfortunate when someone loses their job. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe more news will come out doing these reports over this following weekend about what's going on or why these releases are happening, where there's budget cuts. I think those are lame excuses because WWE is making much more money than they have ever been at this point in history. So budget cuts is not a good enough reason, honestly, in my book. But we'll see what they come up with. But that is the news rumor as of the last 50 minutes of the releases that had just happened in WWE. Give me your thoughts down below on the situation of these releases and who you would expect to be on the chopping block pretty soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I won't do no pre-show of SmackDown because it was pre-taped. Even though I haven't read anything about it, I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens. And I'm gonna bring in my Crown Jewel predictions pretty soon. So I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace out, bro.